You, who write revolutionary symphonies from beneath your single bed. You who type masterpieces on back alley blackberries that will never be read. You who has never listened to a single word you have said, who stopped listening to yourself years ago at the same time your elders did. You with eyes of sniper slits, you with mouths of trenches, you whose friends are skinny grey birds gathered around broken park benches, pecking at breadcrumbs of crack. You whose hollow bones whistle with other songs, who bought the right shoes but will never belong. You the stiff-tongued, you the mistimed, you the offbeat, you the hurricane-eyed, you pacifist soldiers. You small girls folded into whispering corners, you quiet warriors, furious tomorrows, you with scrubbed out lips and eyes that are afraid to close, you whose body will not fit into prescribed clothes, irrespective of your size. You switch skin, you survivor of the gender side, you counters of the abacus of stars, you shine eyes, you exploding hearts, you whose mouths are scars. You healing tongues, you who understands two wrongs, will never make a writer. You freedom fighter, Saturday night survivor, long distance smiler. And you who found your dream, but could not spell it. Who sat at the back of the class deciphering whiteboard hieroglyphics, you freestyling dyslexics, council estate prophets, urban mystics, who publish poems on street corners from the printing press of your lips, whose eyes when cornered are a total eclipse. You who only learned in school that you were stupid, that your name was could do better. You who must work harder, and you who retreats to the far corners of the cave of your hood, who learn to beatbox by following the pattern of fist against skin through a closed bedroom door. You are loved, even you, with eyes of television static, who practices your heartbeat on split lips as soft and ripped as inner sleeve lyrics. You magical misfits, stuttering in the shadows of the playground, muttering a hidden language. You for whom the streets are your heritage. You who tattoos poetry against sediment skin of tenement buildings. You who never asked, who never questioned, for fear of not knowing, for fear of rejection. And you, quiet eye of the classroom storm, who wait most of your life just to be born, who crouches in the corner of the club proof, marking your body. You who was raised in captivity, who spits on the rusting links of your parents' economic slavery. You rocking boy, you flickering girl who traces a map of an undiscovered world on your inner arm. How can they call it self-harm? You who seek your identity at darkened parties in the clouded faces of strangers. You who traces your ancestry with broken fingers. You beautiful believers, courageous care leavers. You who was once lynched from a branch of your own family tree. You whose anger is hereditary, whose smile is a flashing blade, whose weakness is brave, whose eyes are shallow graves in which each of your parents are buried. See, some of us lost our families at the supermarket, at the checkout, or was it the chill out, or was it the skinny walk home? You who is a poem you're afraid no one will read. Believe you are not a mark on a piece of paper. You are a prayer. All of you who see a difficult sun when you close your eyes, rise. You have found your tribe.